There's no soda today. It's just it's yerba mate. It's a South American beverage for it's kind of like tea. Or at least I prepared it like tea. The sodas are only on Saturday, but welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. So we're on the ship right now. We're working on some ship-related things, and I noticed a mechanic. Oh, that's interesting. That's about to get in, flood the bay. But anyway, you can, in fact, now get onto the ship, but only at high tide, because this little platform has popped up here, and this is a mechanic that I think I need to explain. But basically, at high tide here, I can now reach this. But let me show how tides actually impact the mechanics. Ouch. If I take the time of day and I set the time of day to like daytime, so like low tide, and then I try to get on here, I can't actually reach that. All of a sudden, I'm stuck here below. So that is one way at which tides impact the game, which I thought was pretty cool. But anyway, I'm gonna undo that time skip there. It's nighttime. We can get on the ship. And one thing I want to do, and maybe we'll do this today. Maybe we'll do this today. I think we need to have like a little fight as soon as we walk in here. And I was thinking that the enemy should be like an octopus, like some kind of like big kraken type thing. Actually, why don't we work on the octopus today? We're gonna open Blender in a little bit, and then we're gonna start modeling an octopus. So I'm gonna quit out of this game here. We're gonna get on some of the stream music, and then we're gonna start modeling an octopus. So we're gonna open up Blender. Ceviche pulpa, yeah. Anyway, so how is my stream okay? Sorry, are we up? My my YouTube stream is giving me conflicting information. I think we're live. I think we're still live. Anyway, I need to do some research. So that looks like an octopus. Sorry, are we connected? YouTube, what the hell is going on? Okay, we're good, it looks like. I think. Yeah, okay. Sorry, YouTube is really screwing me here. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Anyway, we're making an octopus. The key important detail about an octopus, and it's in the name, is that they have 8 legs. So one thing we're gonna immediately start with for the octopus is, I mean, I guess, yeah, let's let's start like this. I'm gonna go to top view. I'm gonna add a, or we're gonna keep the cube actually. Gonna go into edit mode. And we're gonna wireframe here. We're gonna delete vertices until we just have one vertex. And then I'm gonna set this to 0 position. 1 second. I'm gonna set that position to 0. So we're gonna go to array, and then we're gonna go on our array. We need to multiply this 8 times because an octopus has 8 legs. So it needs to each time. Let's go into object mode 1 second. It needs to rotate by, what is it, 45 degrees? So 45 degrees around the z-axis. And there we go. You got 8 of these. So each one of these is going to turn into the leg of the octopus, basically, is my thinking. So, let's go back to here. I'm going to extrude this way. Wait, what is this? This should be around, we need to set offset to 0. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna snap to grid here. So we can just get some pretty consistent shapes. Also, I'm gonna actually do this way. I'm gonna start on this leg. This is gonna be my one leg. Then we can extrude this inward, and as you can see, we're starting to, you can start to see the idea that it's going to be an octopus. And we're going to merge these as well. So that's eventually going to come together. Okay. Wait. Yeah, so I'm actually going to leave it there, and then I'm going to scale it to, like, that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's going to be our octopus. Hey, Alex! Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just building it. We're making an octopus. I'm gonna just get the reference on screen 1 second. Let's download that. Then I'm just gonna pop that. Okay, gotta go in object mode apparently. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I figured it would be on theme for the pirate game to have an octopus. So you can see there's these little kind of connection pieces here. Interesting. You want edit mode? So I'm gonna kind of try to get that, I guess. Yeah, okay. So now I guess we gotta start building the body of the octopus. I guess we're gonna make the leg all 3D-ish now. So we're gonna extrude that. 1 second. Like that. So we have a very basic shape there. Where's the merge? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna increase the merge distance just a little bit. There we go. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just making my making an octopus here for the ship. So it's got kind of like a weird sack on its head. So eventually, we're gonna need to do something with this modifier. We're gonna need to. I don't want to apply it because I think applying modifiers is bad if you can avoid it. But it's gonna be annoying to work with this if I don't. So what I could do is, I guess I can't, what's this? No. I guess we will just apply it. We'll go ahead and apply it, and then I'll start working on the, just because it's going to be very difficult to work on this unless I apply it. So I guess each leg is going to be a little bit different. But what I will do is I will turn... Okay, so... I guess we will... merge by distance. No. Okay, so these are already merged? I guess they are. So then I need to select a ring around here. And then fill that in. Same thing down here. Why is it so hard to select this? Okay, so well, we may not be able to do the rotation the way I want, the modifier the way I want. What we can do is I can rotate this by 45 degrees. Or I guess half of 45 degrees, which is 22, or nice feature of Blender, I can do math in the editor here and just do 45 by 2. So then I'm gonna cut this guy this way, and we're just gonna do a mirror, I guess, because it is gonna be mirrored across the x-axis, I guess. So I'm gonna select all of these guys here. And then just delete them. Where's my, yeah, vertex mode here. All right, delete vertices. No, delete faces. That's what I wanted. Then we're gonna add the mirror modifier. Okay, cool. And we are only going to be able to do one mirror modifier, but because it's not fully symmetric. These need to be at position 0. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to this guy, cut. I guess I'm gonna cut at 45 degrees. Why is it? The angle constraint has to be Can I type it? Yeah, 45. There we go. I'm gonna cut in that way. Cut in that way. And then cut in that way. Then I'm gonna take each of these guys. I'm gonna subdivide the edge. Edge. Subdivide. Why did that not? Oh, it needs to be. Okay, so edge. Subdivide. Where is it? Edge. How we doing? Then we're gonna take this face in here, pull it up, and that's how we're gonna start to get the octopus shape. Let's look at our guy here. He's got his little head sack thing. So I'm gonna extrude, and then that's when we're gonna start doing like our like octopus head. No. Oh, I can't. I need to scale around the 3D cursor. That's my bad. I'm gonna scale this way. So yeah, starting to get an octopus shape. The thing about the octopus is his head kind of like actually like is tilted back a bit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like a little sack. So his eyes are going to be actually like here. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to like rotate. I guess we need to, I'm going to set my, one second, I'm going to turn off the mirror for a second. I'm going to delete these internal faces. I'm also going to go back, I'm going to go to face mode here so we can see what's going on. I'm going to set, I'm going to go Shift S. Cursor just selected. Now my cursor is here in the mid. Actually, I'm going to be this point here. So Shift S, cursor, no. Cursor just selected. Now I can rotate around this point, but I'm also going to make sure that I actually save my file here, which is important. Don't forget to save your files. And this is going to be called Octopus. Octopus, not Octoput. Where is it? Octopus dot blend, I guess. Where did it go? Octopus. Right, okay. Save Blender file. Now we can keep going. I'm going to start rotating that around so we have our little guy here. So, there we go. That's kind of like what he looks like. And then I'm going to remove this ring here. Just deselect that. And keep rotating. And then we're going to get ourselves our little octopus head. That's actually looking pretty good already. So now I can start doing like the fine details here. Like vaguely octopus. This is actually coming together pretty fast. Okay, so this guy comes in here. So now I'm going to need some eyes and the weird ear holes things. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to inset, to get the ear holes, I'm going to inset this face. Then I'm gonna extrude. Then I'm gonna inset again, and then I'm gonna extrude inward. And now we got some kind of like ear things. Although, we probably need to like subdivide here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut. So I'm gonna cut a ring around here. Then I'm gonna cut in like this. Cut in like this. And so we keep our quad topology here. Now, I can cut like that, and then just connect these two lines here. And then I can take this and make it rounder, right? So I can just move that down. We're gonna go back to our bounding box mode here. So we got like a got the start of a octopus right now. We're gonna shade smooth at some point, but this needs to scale downward like that. So let's go back to our reference. We got our reference octopus here. It needs some eyes. So we got the little ear things. We need eyes now. So the eyes are just kind of like ridges that pop out. So I think I can do the same thing I did where I inset. Then I extrude. These are gonna... I think I need to scale that vertically and horizontally. And then I'm gonna pop that out maybe? Extrude. So now we got, this is where our eyes are gonna be. So they kind of go horizontally, is interesting. So I'm gonna just kind of pull that way. And this is where the eyes are going to come in. Also, they need to be more round, so I'm going to do the same kind of... I don't know where this guy came from. But I'm going to do the same kind of thing here that I did with the edge subdivide. Where I pull out that, like, shape in here. Keep it quads. Cut in here. Cut in this way. Then I can do my edge cut. Then I can connect these two lines. And we still got quads. Then I can just kind of round this off vertically like this. Gonna go around normal, actually. Like that. And we can see we kind of got a circle, right? But the thing is, actually, I'm gonna take these guys away. We're gonna inset this again. Like that. So that's looking good so far. And this needs to be kind of like an eyeball, right? So, what I'm actually gonna do... Okay, so it's got kind of like eyelids here. So what I'm gonna do here is, I'm gonna cut in like this, and we're gonna make sort of like eyelids like that. I'm gonna go ahead and actually delete this whole face here. And I'm actually gonna take these guys and extrude out a little bit. Then I'm going to scale along individual origins. Can I do that? Yeah, that's what I want to do. So now I have my eyelid here, right? And I'm going to do the same thing along the bottom, but I need to do that slightly differently because I already cut away this. I'm gonna make a face out of that. And then I'm going to just cut in on all sides here. And that's gonna make our face again. That's gonna get pulled out, making a bottom eyelid. Then, gonna make that a face. Make that a face. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add in a sphere for the actual eyeball. So I'm gonna go add... Actually, I'm gonna do that as another second object. But I'm just gonna pull that outward, this one. Hey, Jake, Joao here. I was the one who asked about the engine and world building in your previous video. I promise just to keep it to 3 questions this time. I mean, go ahead. You can ask away. You can go ahead and ask away. Also, if I'm not available for a stream, you can always ask in the Discord. But appreciate it. How do you structure your engine architecture? I'm building my own engine in C and OpenGL. I'm trying to figure out what the right foundation is for the editor. I mean, I think you said something about it being a class project, or like some kind of university thing. Like, so I mean, presumably you are actually getting graded on the architecture, but it is my personal opinion that people spend way too much time thinking about architecture, before it's actually important. Like, so like, my renderer, like, obviously is like split from my physics and stuff like that, but like, I just try to get as much work done as possible, and then I try to fix the architecture when I have problems. But once again, that may not work if you're getting graded specifically on the architecture. So it's like, it's a little bit haphazard, but I think all good code is. So that's probably not helpful, but like, terrain editing, vertex painting, entity. How do you undo, redo, fit together? Did you build a command property system first? Okay, so, once again, like, back to my whole thing about, like, keeping things simple. Like, and once again, I do genuinely think all the best software is written somewhat haphazardly. And that is that I also use JSON for scene data. And the way I do undo redo is just after every editor command that I do, I save the entire thing to JSON, right? And then when you undo, it just goes back to the last JSON. So it's like very brute force. But the thing is, I've worked in, like, my background is basically working on 3D modeling apps. That's what I used to do professionally. And I've seen undo redo systems which are overly complicated, and as a result have tons of really weird edge cases and bugs and shit like that. But the brilliant thing about just saving the entire thing to JSON and undoing by going back to the last JSON is that it's bulletproof. It's absolutely fucking bulletproof. There's no weird edge cases. It's just like, if you can save the scene, anything that can be saved is undoable, right? So it's kind of fantastic. So I hope that helped. So, okay, now that this is looking like an octopus. So I think I need to add my eyeball. So I'm gonna go add circle. No. Add sphere. I'm gonna go ahead with the UV sphere. We don't need that many. So we're gonna go, let's say, 12 and 8. That's probably good. So now I'm gonna add modifier mirror. Then I'm gonna go ahead and edit this. And we're going to move this into the eyeball, kind of, if you know what I mean. I'm also going to rotate this outward. So, we're going to make this guy an enemy, by the way, like, before this stream is done, hopefully. So, going to get the eyeball into the eye socket. For some reason, the live button was not on. Anyway, I'm just tired of writing everything for nuclear IM-GUI and going with my shitty arena and pool allocator. Well, I hate to... I don't know what nuclear IM-GUI is, but I am using IM-GUI. And my IM-GUI code is like, you know, it's very straightforward. And I think we should strive to keep our code as straightforward as possible. So, like, avoiding, like, wrapping things in abstractions if you don't need to, you know what I'm saying? That stuff like that. Is kind of what I try to do. So, okay, so now we have that guy in here. I'm gonna go ahead and shade that smooth. We're making an octopus, by the way, if that wasn't clear. Gonna keep tweaking this, and then we're eventually gonna go shade smooth, but... So that's gonna be like that. We're gonna go back into the code in a bit after we get the basics of this octopus, but right now I'm just gonna see if we can get this. Okay. A cog with a knob which happens to have eyes. Okay, so now... Let's pull that in. Okay, I think we're making a lot of progress really fast on this guy, actually. That's gotta go sort of there. Just make sure that it's not intersecting. Nothing worse than intersecting geometry, am I right? Okay. So, eventually I'm going to do like a normal map on this video. I'm not going to do that on stream. So I'm going to go ahead and shade this guy smooth. As you can see, something looks extremely fucked up. So, I'm going to go... I think the normals are probably flipped somewhere. So I'm going to go... Where's the button for that? Face orientation. Aha, there you go. So I'm going to go edit mode, select everything, mesh, normals, recalculate outside. There we go. Now our normals are fixed. So our guy looks weird. There's a couple reasons for that. What happens if I go ahead and add a weighted normal? Where's the normals? Okay, it looks a little bit better. Especially around these areas. And then I'm going to go ahead and, let's do a... It's immediate mode library. No, yeah. It's like Dear I'm GUI. Okay, but it isn't. Okay, I'm a big fan of ImGUI. Dear I am GUI, I guess it's technically called. So I'm gonna go mark sharp on that guy. Mark sharp. Whoop. We're not gonna do the UV unwrap on this guy today, but and I'm gonna go ahead and click keep sharp on here. So that's gonna give us like a little bit of a nice looking eye there. Yeah, that looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and make oopsies. Make sure nothing is like doubled up there. Okay, cool. So now that guy, probably need to pull him out a little bit to make sure we're all round. Also, this doesn't seem to... We need to fix the topology here. Okay, so How are we doing here? I need to make this somehow into quads or something. So I guess I can do, that's a quad. That's a quad. That's a quad. And that's a quad. Okay, so now, let's kind of fix the shaping of this guy. Make him more round. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide. Vertex slide I'm gonna do. And we're just gonna slide these around so it's more evenly distributed, which is also gonna make it more round. And then I guess pull that guy in there. Go ahead and keep sliding. Just, because, yeah, we don't want it to get too, like, all bunched up in one spot, you know what I'm saying? Our vertices need to be roughly evenly distributed. I guess we don't need quite as many at the back here, but, okay, cool. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull these outward. I mean, this isn't perfect. I'll have to deal with this, but, like, it's fine for now. And then, this guy gonna get pulled in. This guy gonna get pulled out. Okay, cool. That's an octopus. There's still some weirdness here. Like, this is, like, not connected or something? No, it is. Looks... Oh, maybe there's an internal face. Yeah. There is an internal face. So we're just going to delete these faces. Okay, that looks like that's solved. One more thing. I feel like these need, like, a cut along them. Oh, maybe just around here. Yeah, that's perfect, actually, then. Then I can, just take these guys. Gonna go ahead and grab them. Then I'm gonna scale along individual origins. Perfect. I'm gonna get the bottom ones, too, actually. Yeah. Just a little bit here. That's cool, that's cool. That's an octopus, right? Okay, so, there we go. Also, just a little bit of a in here. Gonna make that sharp. Fix the shading there. Okay. I'd say that looks like an octopus to me. So, let's do some very basic rigging. Oh, what time is it? It's 11:47. We still got lots of time. We got lots of time. We're gonna take a we're gonna make him a basic skeleton. So I'm gonna go head on this side. Gonna go add single bone. This is gonna be our root. I'm gonna go into edit mode here. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit tough to get all the little I need to turn on not that button. Where's the X-ray? just for bones, I thought. Nah, anyway. Oh, it's in here, isn't it? View, port display. No? Viewport display? Isn't there like a show? Oh, in front. Okay, cool. So there we go. That's what I wanted to see. So now I'm going to start moving this skeleton, which is going to define... Ooh, so I'm going to put the root, like, basically right... and make sure that's zeroed that way. Okay, so now... So a root. Now we're going to have a head. And then we're going to do 2 of these for kind of like the sack thing here. Now, this is where we do the legs, which is going to be the interesting part. Is there a good way to do this in Blender? I guess. Oh, here's what I can do. I can go... I'm going to pull... Okay. I will start here. Or we're going to go to... we're going to extrude a guy this way. This is going to be one of our legs. Then we're going to take him. We're going to go around the 3D cursor. We're going to rotate him. He should be around the cursor. Oh, this button. Sorry, my bad. We're going to rotate him. Whoopsies. Rotate. And this is handy. Ugh. 45/2. Then we're gonna duplicate him. Rotate by 45. We can duplicate both of these guys. Rotate 45. No. Double 45, which is 90. And then there we go. We have our... ooh, we need to mirror these guys. So, I need to... This is gonna be interesting. I need to call this guy... There's a tool for this. We're gonna figure this out together. So, but I need to give these legs, these bones names, or else we're gonna have trouble. But firstly, I'm gonna just move these guys inward. Then we're gonna move them down. This is actually in the leg. Okay, cool. So this guy is gonna be called, leg 0. Okay, because usually I do 2-legged things, so this is going to be weird, because 8 legs is a lot. So, I'm going to do leg 0, dot... This is the right leg, because it's the right of the octopus, dot R. This is leg 1, dot... Or leg 10, I'm going to say, dot R. Leg 20, dot R. Leg 30, dot R. Okay, so now we can take these guys, and can I do, symmetrize? Yes. Okay, cool. And now, these are all .L, which is great. So now I think I can select all these guys. Can I do that? Yeah, okay, cool. And that's almost perfect. And now I scale them out. I'm gonna do one more. Whoopsies. There we go. Now we have... legs. It's not perfect because it's curved a little bit, but I can fix that. I just need to go in here, select all these guys, and then scale scale Z 0. Move them down to where I want them to be. Cool. Now we have a basic guy here with bones. How's our... We need definitely another one of these subdivisions in each one of these. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna individual origins. Cool. Okay, just gonna give it like a weird orange color now. Shading, make this guy like that. Make his eyes like that. They should come into the engine, hopefully. Okay. Then we can start. So I'm going to add a modifier. Add modifier, deform armature. Actually, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Select both of these guys. Control P. Armature deform with automatic weights. Let's see how that works. So I'm gonna go... It should be okay, I guess. Let's see. So I'm gonna go to animation. We're in pose mode here. So now what happens if I rotate this guy? Beauty. We can pose him like an octopus. Yeah, let's give him like a weird default pose. Let's, okay, I'm gonna spend 5 more minutes on this guy, and then we're gonna go into the game and put him in. So, I think I did pretty well on this guy, actually, for like an hour. We're gonna go... Also, I need to do... One second. Automatic weights. Oof. That didn't look so good. Well. I need to go in weight paint to just fix this. Weight paint. I'm gonna select this guy. It should all be this bone, probably. We're gonna hide the cube. Yeah, I'm just gonna paint it all the same way here. And then I'm gonna go into the actual octopus guy, and then just make sure all the weights around the eye are the same. Yeah. Weights normalize? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it fully synced to that bone there. Right around the eyes here. Weights, normalize all. Why is this guy not following? Weight paint. Weight paint. Weights, normalize all. Okay, there we go. So now this guy's perfect. So let's give him a very basic animation. So I'm gonna go action editor, new action. I'm gonna call this default, I guess. Yeah, or armature. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in pose mode. We're gonna select the entire guy. Gonna go. I'm gonna go from 0 to 60. And this is gonna be idle, I guess. So, I'm gonna just location, rotation, and scale for all the bones. Then I'm gonna go right in the middle here. Actually, so I'm gonna just do some like random ass like rotations and stuff for this guy. Where did you learn modeling and animation? I kind of taught myself over the years. Like, I'm mostly a programmer, but like I'm going to local mode here. I'm mostly a programmer, but like I just kind of needed to learn how to do it. So like I went to the YouTube University, basically. Not just YouTube, like I've been just kind of using Blender for like a really long time, like passively. So give this guy like a random like on all these bones. Then what we can do, I'm starting to think this guy's looking pretty good. So now I'm gonna take all these bones, make sure I key them in. Gonna copy all these bones and put the keyframe at frame 60 to be the same one. Then we're gonna go into the middle. Actually, I'm gonna make sure that these are all Bezier. Also, important shit, I forgot to do this. I'm gonna go convert rotation modes. These are gonna be XYZ instead of Quaternion. Just because it's way easier to animate with... Even though Euler angles suck for code, they're really good for animation. Like animating in the animation software, not animation in code, because it's actually better for Quaternions that way. But anyway, let's do that. Okay, so now we're gonna go to frame 30, which is in the middle, and we're just gonna do a different pose. We're gonna do like, yeah, and it's just gonna kind of like give it like a weird like. Wait, why did it? Oh, I need to turn on this. I need to turn on auto keying. My bad. Okay, so we're gonna just move this guy around. Yeah, not the most inspired animation, but we'll do a better one later. I just want something basic. And he's gonna be on the deck of the ship, so I want it to not go below the 0 line here. We'll have like another one where he's like swimming in the ocean where he can like actually go below the 0, but for now, I'm just gonna make sure like a bunch of the bones change. Okay. Okay, so this is, if we go into individual origins here, which is actually what we're in already, it's just gonna kind of curve them all out at once. So. Oh, we gotta skip, it looks like. I think that's because all these guys... Oh, we have a doubled up key here, that's why. These need to be on frame 30. Okay, so let's go back to frame 30. I'm just gonna move this guy a bit. Frame 30. Just want to make sure all the legs are moving just a little bit. Okay, that's good enough. We're gonna now, any recommendations? Well, that's the thing. So I actually, once again, I said I've been doing this for like a long time. Oh, I do have recommendations. So, the best guy that I found on YouTube for like good Blender modeling tips is Grant Abbott. I haven't watched him in a little while, so, but he is still going, so check out his channel, is what... Oh, shit, I didn't mean to show that. It's my Discord. By the way, you can join the Discord. You can join the Discord down below if you're interested in this game. Yeah, Grant Abbott on YouTube, he actually has some good stuff. And, you know, he doesn't get too complicated, because I think a lot of people go like crazy with stuff, and he just keeps it good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and export this guy. We're ready to bring him into the game. Exactly 1 hour. 1 hour to get this octopus. So, and you guys can know, unlike some videos on the internet, I didn't cut anything out. You guys saw the whole thing. I started with a cube. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and export this guy in our meshes folder. We're gonna create a new folder for octopus. We're gonna go into that folder. We're gonna call this octopus.gltf. We're gonna keep original. Selected objects, transform data. Thanks, Blender Speedrun. Exactly, Blender Speedrun. I think this is all. Oh wait, apply modifiers. Yeah. I just gotta double check the here, export settings. Okay, cool. Let's export octopus.gltf. Great. Now we can exit out of Blender. Sorry, that was. Oh, you don't want to see my emails. Go in here. Okay, we can pause. Okay, so now, hopefully this is gonna work out fine. We're gonna go into here. Oh shit! I got stuck. I got stuck inside some geometry. Let's oopsies. I teleported us into it by accident. Let's just move our player out of there. Okay, cool. So we're gonna put our octopus right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find. Let's actually get that music back on, because I don't have any music in this area in the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and we got a little file browser window here. I'm gonna go into meshes. I'm gonna find my octopus. Where is he? Yeah, okay, cool. We're gonna right-click this guy. What? Something's wrong. Did I break this? Anyway, there should be a... I don't know why that isn't working. There should be a button to just create entity with mesh. I think I might have broke that. Let's go into our code. Joao, you can see our editor code if you are interested now. So we're gonna go into editor.cpp. Is there... I thought I had create entity with mesh. I might have disabled this. I think it's when I did some refactoring. So I did editor core.cpp, which has like some extra stuff. Yeah, there's just a bunch of like raw imgui calls around. Yeah, stuff like that. Entity with... okay, so I have this disabled. And that's because... Can I just re-enable that? There's some stuff that I wanted to refactor. I still have to hardcode assets in my game.c. Yeah, so what I would say is, my recommendation to you is put that all in a JSON file. Just put your list. So it turns out that that little feature there for spawning an entity from a mesh that way is broken, but I can still create one. It's a little bit more of annoying. So I'm gonna go new entity. Now we have this blank entity. Right click to add components. We're gonna add a component. We're gonna add a mesh component. We'll add a transform first, actually. Then we're gonna add a mesh. Visual mesh. So, we're gonna go into that file browser we had a minute ago, wherever that went. Oh, it's right here. We're gonna go meshes, octopus. Then we're just gonna go ahead and drag octopus.gltf into here. Then we're gonna teleport the guy here. So now we have our little octopus. As you can see, it's not moving, but we will fix that. I'm just giving up on C. Please tell me that when you're saying you're giving up on C, that means you're going to C++, the superior language, right? C++, best language, by the way. In my opinion. Okay, so this guy's not moving. Yeah. Yeah, extremely based decision to move to C++. So you see we have animation 0 here, but we don't have an animator, so we're gonna add a, Okay. Common misconception. C++ is not an object-oriented language. You don't have to use object-oriented programming in C++. In fact, I don't. I mean, there's like... You don't have to use the OOP style. In fact, I don't really use the OOP style in C++. This is like some weird brainworm that, like, broke everybody's brain in the 90s or whatever, that, like, everything had to be object-oriented. I guess more like early 2000s. Okay, so we're gonna go, animator. And now you can see he's animated. So... anyway. So as you can see, like... Wow, let me show you. Let me show you how I write code. So, like, there's, like, some things that are, like, pseudo-object-oriented, but, like, so much of my shit is just, like, let's see, item.cpp? Item.h, that's what I wanted to look at. Okay, so, look at all these. These are just pure data structs. This is... wait, 1 second. I need to make this panel go away. Okay, that's better. Sorry, what was I saying? These are just, like, pure data structs. You should use RAI, and you should use destructors, but all of these structs have destructors. But I didn't write them. This is the beauty of C++. Look, this std file system path is an object that, like, allocates memory or whatever. I mean, it probably won't, because there's, like, something called the small buffer optimization. But anyway, there's, like, this is just handled. All the memory is just handled in this, because it's, like, it's a struct. I don't need to write the destructor, because all the elements inside it have destructors. Because C++ is, like... This is one thing that, like, actually, I think C++ mogs every other, like, language that has object-oriented features. It's, like, C++ is, like, way more value-type oriented than, like, Java or C# or whatever, right? Like, I mean, I think C#... But Decker's gonna, like, get on me about C#, but, like, I don't really know it that well. I did a little bit of stuff with it professionally, but I still didn't really know it that well. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like, all this is just, like, raw structs, but it's, like, C++ is, like, you don't have to write a destructor or a constructor most of the time. Yeah, anyway, the best part about C++ is not object-oriented shit, which is completely optional. It's, yes, operator overloading, yeah, exactly. Although, minor nerd out, STL is not a thing. It's technically called the standard library. Pushing up my invisible glasses here. Technically, STL is a defunct library that no longer exists. The actual library you're thinking of is called the standard library. Yeah, I agree. You should move to C++. See? Base decision. Okay, so anyway. I was making an enemy here. I was making an enemy of all C programmers, but also I was building one in the game. Anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and, we're gonna go, we're gonna give it a collider. Oh, shit! We have a crash. How's this happening? Interesting. I need to... probably... we had to get... Interesting. I fucked up here. I mean... Ooh, it's doing the assert here. It does have it. I see. This is some bug that I need to get a handle on, but we're just gonna skip ahead and, like, we're gonna go back to doing what we're doing. So anyway, this guy's here. We're gonna find our octopus. Oh shit, I didn't call it octopus. This is a problem. How am I gonna find it? It's probably like called entity something or other. We'll find it. Oh, and also it's a saved item, so we can filter that way. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, so sorry. We're gonna remove the transform for a second. I'm gonna add a physics collider. No, we're breaking again. Oh my god. See, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Okay, so I'm gonna go, I think we're having... This is a problem that I ran into before. Okay, so this is simply fixed. We're having an issue here with, like, lifetime extension. I just gotta make this have an actual variable here. The structures are getting run out of order. It's okay, we're good. We're good. Cool, let's try that again. Hopefully we won't crash this time. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We're just waiting for it to compile. Yeah, gonna be done soon, I think. But while we're waiting for it to compile, if you haven't done it yet, you can hit like and subscribe below if you wanna get some more videos like this. You can also join the Discord if you're a cool person. And you guys are all cool, right? All right. Still building. How we doing for Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. All right. Hopefully that bug is fixed. Sorry. Just gonna turn the volume back down. Okay, so we're going back in here. We still didn't call it octopus. It was called entity something or other. We'll find it. Okay, so oh, it's literally the last one. That would make sense. I'm gonna make sure to call this octopus. Then we're gonna save. Links get blocked automatically. What happened? Did somebody try to post a link? Yeah, okay, so if you're trying to send me a link, YouTube chat seems to like... Ooh, shit. YouTube chat seems to like to block links, but you can post it to me in the Discord. In which case I need to get that out of here. You can post the link in the Discord. If you're a member of that. And then I can take a look at it if you're trying to send it to me. Okay, so, what was I doing? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try to add my collider. There we go, we didn't crash this time. So, the collider we're gonna use, what shape should we use? Capsule? I think we should use a cylinder. Then I'm gonna adjust the offset to kind of like be like what, like half of the height of the cylinder, but the cylinder's height shouldn't be that high. The radius looks about right. 0.5, and then 0.25. Yeah, that's good enough. Maybe a little bit. Maybe bring the radius. No, 0.5. Maybe bring the radius in a tiny bit, like there. 0.95. Okay. I'm gonna save the octopus as a prefab. That means we can make copies of it without like, and then they'll all be saved to the same file. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and so if we let's just we need to give it a rigid body. And then we'll give it a mass. I don't know. Let's do like 25 kilos. What's going on here? Why can't I type in here? Oh, because that's the speed. I can't modify that. 25 kilos. That works. Okay, so now we're going to wake him up. He's now a rigid body. So, he still needs a couple more things, but we can push him around. He's like a real thing. We're going to go ahead and keep saving his prefab. We're going to add a couple crucial components. One is going to be character, which means he can like move around and shit. We're going to uncheck keep upright because we want him to align to the floor. We're going to uncheck that. I'm going to make his default attack do 0 damage for now, because we're going to do some stuff later. Okay, now we're going to add a... Wait, let me just check the character. Okay, so the body height is 0.5, and the foot height is, let's do 0.01, or 0.1, let's say. I don't know. 0.4. Okay, so say the prefab. We're gonna add a enemy AI controller. And now I've just realized that my mesh is backwards. So the way the guy's supposed to be facing is is reversed. So that's an easy fix. We're gonna open up Blender and hope it doesn't lag shit out too much. Ooh, okay, that's not the right thing. That's not the right program. We're going to open up Blender for a second. We're going to go back to Octopus here. I'm going to just take this guy. Just going to rotate it 180. 180. Then we're going to export. To octopus.gltf again. Save. Exit out of there. And then we're going to reload the mesh. Okay, now he's facing the right way. Okay, so he's got an enemy AI controller. And we're going to save the prefab. He's going to try to attack us now. Well, he should. He's not moving. Why is he not moving? He's idling. Does he have to be looking at me? Do I have to give him a team? Okay, anyway, I'm going to save the prefab. I'm going to save this. I'm going to reload the game. Maybe it's just a something needs to happen when the game starts up. So, we're going to go jump in and see if our guy is walking around now. No. He's frozen. Why is he frozen? Enemy weight behavior. Is there a nav mesh? You show nav mesh. View. Oh, somehow we're not generating. Somehow we're not generating a nav mesh underneath here. I guess they think it's too short. What happens if I decrease min height to 2? There we go. Okay. Oh shit. He really wants to come after me now. Okay, so it was a nav mesh problem. I don't know why... Yeah. I think that's pretty funny looking, actually. We got a little guy to chase us around now. I don't think he can get up here, though. I don't think I can get up here, apparently, either. There we go. He really like the... I think he's going to be orange. I think he's going to be orange. But I'm going to give him, like, a better paint job. But this is the basic look he's going to be. I think that looks pretty cool, actually. I think he needs to be a... I don't know. That's probably actually properly the right size for this guy. So, but anyway... Oh, shit. Is he blocking me from the door? Okay. So the whole idea is basically what's going to happen is... The plan is you don't know he's in there. And you come at this guy at, like... let's do the time of day. I'm going to change my time of day to, like, high tide, basically. I'm going to go ahead and hide my nav mesh. I'm going to set the... Okay. We are now at high tide. Underwater combat. Kind of. There is sort of, not really. I mean, there is underwater combat, but you can't attack, but you can be attacked, is the thing. Ooh, we have a little bit of a missing thing there. I'm gonna have to open Blender and take a look at that later. But you walk in here, immediately you're attacked by this guy. Right now he doesn't do any damage, but we're gonna remedy that. He's gonna need to do like an attack animation too, I guess. So I'm gonna do a. We're gonna go to his character. We're gonna do default attack. Let's make him do 20 damage. Save. Save the prefab. Okay. Is he not? He's not doing any damage to me, because his range probably. So I'm gonna actually decrease the collider size on him to 0.8, and then his range needs to be something bigger. 1.5? What happens if we do that? No. Okay, there we go. So he doesn't have an... Actually, this is a pretty cool... This is a pretty cool shot. I'm just gonna screenshot this for later, because I feel like it. Gonna post that in the Discord real quick. Oh, learncpp.com. Yeah, so if you guys are wanting to learn C++, you can go to learncpp.com. Great. I mean, I haven't used it, but people tell me it's a good website. Anyway, back to our regular scheduled programming. So this guy needs an attack animation. I mean, he needs several animations. But that's a quick game. I think we got that guy sorted out in terms of his logic. We're going to go back to Blender. Now we're going to need to do some attacks for the octopus. Okay, so... this is gonna be called idle, I guess. I'm gonna have to do some looking at how octopus moves, but I'm gonna just create a new animation, a new action, I guess. This is gonna be called attack. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna delete all these frames that we don't need anymore. We're gonna go frame 1. I'm gonna did you use Learn OpenGL? I have at various points used learned OpenGL to like check up things, but I learned OpenGL a long time ago, and you should not use the thing that I used. So I learned OpenGL back in the OpenGL 2-ish days. And I do highly recommend learn OpenGL because they do have a lot of good stuff there, and I have followed their tutorials for certain things that I wasn't familiar with, but like what was I gonna say? They have I'm trying to remember. They had one tutorial which was really good. That is slipping my mind at the moment. I mean, their animation tutorial is not bad, actually. You should check that out if you're interested in that. But anyway, I was gonna say, yeah, I learned OpenGL via Nihi tutorials on GameDev.net. Nihi.gamedev.net. Shout out to all my GameDev.net OGs. Okay, so OpenGL 2 was like a hybrid pipeline. There were shaders, but there was also immediate mode. There weren't, like, it was, you had fragment shaders and vertex shaders, but you were missing a lot of stuff. You didn't have, I don't think you had instancing. I don't think that was a thing yet in, I mean, I think you could technically do it, but it was, like, extensions and shit like that for that. But anyway, we're doing an attack. So I'm gonna do 25 frames, maybe? 25? It's not cyclic. Although the other one should have been cyclic. Actually, I'm gonna quickly go back into my idle. I'm gonna take all these, we're gonna open up the graph editor here. So, I mean, it probably doesn't matter too much here, but I'm gonna take all these guys, select all these guys, gonna go add a F-curve modifier, cycles. So this basically, the animation just repeats infinitely. Anyway, so what was I gonna do? We're doing an attack animation, so we're gonna go back to attack. So he's gonna kind of like wind up, I guess. So we're gonna start like, we're gonna do frame there. Then I'm gonna, we'll do 2 frames in of like fully wound up. He's just gonna, like, I guess, slap you with the tentacle. Okay, and then the great thing about, why is that not? I want a key. Okay, they're all, I guess this guy needs to be moved or else he doesn't create a key. Okay, cool. So that's all wound up and everything. Now, I'm going to take the, this guy, and because it's all, like, curves and everything, it's gonna just, like, I guess frame, yeah, we'll do frame 12. So I'll go pose, clear transform all, pose. And now, if we just do this, you can see. Okay, so that doesn't look very good because we need to modify the curve. Basically, it's like it's doing like an ease in and out. We just want it to like kind of go like bam, like just smack it, right? So here's the thing we need to do. We need to take this guy. These are Bezier curves, right? I'm going to handle type. I'm gonna go free. So now I can take my handle here. Oh, that's not the right. I'm gonna just pick the Euler here. Basically like that. So it's like it's accelerating now. You see what I'm saying? And that is the X that I'm interested in. So, okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing here for each one of these bones. X Euler rotation. By the way, it is Euler, not Euler. Just in case anybody was wondering. This needs to be free. Leonhard Euler was a famous Swiss mathematician, who did a lot of shit, actually. Anyway. I guess we should also move the root a little bit, right? Gonna go to free on that one. Okay. Okay, so he should also like kind of like wind up for it. So I'm gonna take the root bone here. I'm gonna go. Can I do? That's not gonna work. I need to IK these if I want to do that. Yeah, whatever. We don't have IK set up for this, but I'm gonna kind of like fake it, I guess. So this is gonna go. Oh, actually, ooh, that's interesting. These are not connected. Well, I guess that's okay. I meant for these guys to be parented to that, which I actually... Okay, I'm going to go fix that. Okay, so I'm going to go edit mode. I'm going to select all these guys. Edit mode, sorry, I meant to do. Control P. Keep offset. Okay, cool. Now they're actually parented. So now I can go back to pose mode. And we can go pose, clear transform, all. Now I can do my here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna move this guy back a little bit. We're gonna rotate him up a little bit. You can rotate these guys as well. So what happens here? And so frame 12 is the terminal phase of the attack. We're gonna move him back forward. So what does that look like? Okay, that's kind of an attack. It's not a great attack, to be clear. But it's a start. Okay, so I'm gonna just make it zhoosh it up a little bit. I don't know. Just add some secondary motion. What does that look like? It's starting to look like something. Okay, actually, so let's do on frame 12. Let's rotate these guys, like, out this way, maybe. Yeah, I think, basically, we should be rotating everything, like, a little bit back this way. Just to, just because, like, everything should be kind of, like, moving all the time, I feel like. Just to add some, like, extra motion here. All right, I think it's looking okay. That's looking okay. I feel like we need this guy to also move. Just pose, clear transform. Ah, yes. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah, okay, cool. And then I'm gonna take this guy and rotate him like that, maybe. Just like... Like, I don't... I don't know if this is an attack that makes sense, but this is the one we're doing. Okay, so... That is, okay, so I'm gonna need to look at the, animation list here. Character animation.cpp. Okay. So we have all these walking... We're gonna add, like, basically 12 placeholders here. Like, a lot. So that we can do this one. Which is attack. Okay, so, I'm gonna call this 012 attack. That means I need... This is gonna be 00. So we got idle, falling, hit stun. I guess we need a hit stun as well. For when I attack that guy. So I'm gonna duplicate the idle, and this is gonna be called hit stun. And you know what? I'll just do the I'll just do like a quick hello Verfy. We're just doing some animation of our octopus here. I'm gonna delete all these keyframes here we don't need. K. Ooh, I. That's what I meant, not K. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and just. So he's getting hit, which means he's gonna like move backward. So like frame 4. And just rotate all these guys like in. Maybe that's like getting hit, I guess. This is gonna be like a lot of wiggling, you know what I mean? I never see Blender and OpenGL in the same sentence, yo. Well, I mean, Blender uses OpenGL. I mean, there is a Vulkan backend for Blender, but I believe the default is still OpenGL. But anyway, we're gonna bring this guy into our we're gonna bring this guy into a game engine in just a second. So we got, sorry, that's supposed to be 0-1 hit stun. Then I'm just gonna like duplicate the idle a bunch of times. We got 0-2. 0-3. It should be placeholder or something like that. 0-0-3 placeholder. How'd you get into game development? I just kind of started making a game. Well, okay, so I started with Game Maker back like many years ago. Like this is like Game Maker 6, so like decades ago. And then I moved to C++, and here I am now. I made some things, and I didn't finish a lot of things, and we're just kind of working on this. What am I looking for? But yeah, I just kind of find game dev is like enjoyable, so that's why I do it, and I like to make my own engine, so that's why I do that. I don't want to have that, so I want to have the placeholder. Am I tripping? Shouldn't like C#? What do you mean? C# is like if you're using like Unity or something like that, but like I think if you're not using Unity, like I don't think anybody really uses C#. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not using Unity. I'm using my own game engine, so that's that would be the explanation for that. I have to do this 12 times, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Yeah, I'm just gonna duplicate it a bunch of times. Okay, so. Oh, I can do it here. Perfect, that's actually easier. 05. Ugh, that's actually annoying. 06. 07. Yeah, they did add Vulkan support. I still don't know. I don't believe this is using the Vulkan support. I don't think that's enabled by default. I mean, we can check. We can go, why did that stop? Come on, playlist. I want you to keep going. There we go. So, yeah, Vulkan is experimental. Just want to see. System? Yeah, it's OpenGL. I didn't change that. That was just the default. Okay, we can actually delete a bunch of these. Delete. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. That should be 0, 0, 1. Hits done. Okay, then we got our attack. Delete. We can delete all these guys too. Okay, cool. Now, let's bring it back into the engine. We're gonna export this guy to octopus. Can you add a tongue Suhor skin for the octopus? Absolutely fucking not. Yeah. Okay, so now we'll get this. Yeah, like I'm not sure what Blender really hopes to gain from the Vulkan thing. I mean, maybe they can get some performance out of it, but like I feel like a lot of the performance problems with Blender have nothing to do with the graphics. I mean, maybe there's a lot. I'm not a Blender developer. I don't work on the app, so I can't really tell. Okay. Like I'm just a user. Sorry, let's get that back. But I feel like okay. Oh, he's trying to I need to quit out of this 1 second. I need to change the navigation.zv? Or is it navigation.h? Yeah, I'm going to save the min height. I'm going to set that to 2. I don't know what that's going to break, but we'll see. I think the T3 skin will adhere in... I have no idea what you're talking about, Verfi. I have no idea. I am... Yeah, I just have millennial brain. I can't deal with it. Anyway, we're waiting for this to compile. And then that's going to hopefully fix the pathfinding issue that we were having. Just brain rot. Just pure brain rot. The tongue Sahur shit. Alright. We're still waiting. Yes, it's quite cringe. It's quite cringe. No. No, I'm not gonna reference tongue Sahur at all. Yeah, Snake Case is based, by the way. And what was I gonna say? You can, the reason why you know Snake Case is the way you're supposed to write C++ is because that's the way the standard library is written. The standard library uses Snake Case. So I have to include Snake Case in my code. So why not just make the whole thing Snake Case, right? Alright, so we're gonna go here. Okay. Okay, he's smacking me. He's smacking me. Oh, God. Why is he... my Luigi man doing that? Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, he's doing weird shit. Let's get back out of here. I need a weapon. He does look a bit silly, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Okay, so I'm gonna okay, I have no idea what you're talking about, Verfi. I literally do not know what that is. Sorry, I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna get my volume back on here. Why does the game look like the latest GTA 6 leak? Is that a compliment? I hope it is. I mean, I think people think that GTA 6 looks good from the screenshots that we've seen. I'm personally not super interested in GTA 6, but, like, you know, I know a lot of people are. So we're gonna do Mariners, Cutlass. Okay, here we go. Let's kill this guy. Okay. So he's just kind of like dead, and he sits there for a while, I guess. Interesting. The latest GTA 6 is AI generated BS. Oh, the leak. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I generally just don't really follow leaks. I think, like, I'll just wait until they put out, like, the real information. You know? I think that's generally my approach to it. Oh, by the way, the sail has no collision, so we go through that. Okay. Yeah, the push animation is working. I don't know if you're watching, but we I fixed the cannon, by the way. So I'm gonna put this away. So, look. We can push on the cannon now, and he's actually pushing. Let's see if we can aim the cannon from last time. This is the puzzle we made last time, by the way. Was the we're gonna do a lot more puzzles, by the way. Grand Theft Galleon. I like it. I like it. Actually, we'll workshop that. We'll workshop that one. I might use that on social media for a post or something like that. Oh shit! I need to actually aim up or down. I do actually think that, like, unfortunately, this game is not that, but I do think a lot of people want that game. Like, I think a lot of people do want to play Grand Theft Galleon. So maybe that'll be ASO 2, but, yeah, it sounds like a pretty big grift. I don't know. I don't really want to like litigate that right now. Anyway. So, oh, I gotta show off the text boxes. I don't know if I showed you this guy, but I completely Okay. Verfi, I need you to stop bringing up Tung Tung Sahur, okay? And I want you to also, like, go back on my YouTube channel and find the video in which I say, like, I hate AI, because that's the whole thing. Anyway, I'm not going to add Tung Tung Sahur, okay? It's not happening, and you can stop bringing it up. And this is the last I'm commenting on it, by the way. If you say it in the chat again, I'm just going to ignore you. Okay, so, okay, so I completely redid the text boxes. I think this should be more readable. The text is bigger, because I kept getting some playtest feedback that basically, and you guys can't read this because chat is in the way, but basically, like, I do a lot of playtests on Steam Deck, because Steam Deck is portable. You can bring it to events and things like that, so I have a lot of people playing on Steam Deck, and they can't read the text. So I think having the higher contrast background, also it's more piratey. It's got, like, paper and stuff like that. It's very tactile. So I think this is better. And the text is bigger, so hopefully people will be able to read it on the Steam Deck. So, what are you doing? Shipwrecked, blah, blah. I think, hopefully we've seen this already. Oh, I need to get him to explain about tides. Maybe I'll work on that in a little bit. Well, like, anyway. Connor the ship's cook? Alright, bye. Alright, so. Let's see if we can do some more, Okay, so by the way, we now have the octopus. Should be a prefab, so we can bring another one of him in here. He's really fast. We're gonna need to tweak that. It's like he's like literally. Okay, so right off the bat, gonna take character. I'm gonna take his speed down to. Is he running? He's probably running. His speed down. His run speed down to 4, and his walk speed down to like 2. We're gonna say the prefab. Now we can outrun him, but that's not gonna be as easy to do on the ship. So something's weird with his animation. Is he what state is he in? He's chasing. He's chasing me, I guess. Weirdly. He's chasing me very weirdly. What if a cannon could destroy part of a rock, making it climbable so you can... Way ahead of you. Way ahead of you, Joao. I'll show you. Okay. You see this? I'm gonna try to climb up this wall. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? I can't reach it. There's this thing in the way. But, alright, I'm gonna get down here. You can push the cannon, but I'm just gonna spawn one in here. I'm gonna spawn in a cannon. Cannon. Okay, we're gonna push this guy to be aimed sort of at that rock. I think I need to adjust the camera so that when we are aiming the cannon, it centers the camera on the cannon, because right now it's going to shoot past it, I think. So, see, oh, that's way too high. So, let me push this guy a little bit further that way. So, like, that? Still way too high. I can't aim for shit. Okay, that's... Oh, did we blow it up? I think we hit it. I'm just late at the party. Yeah, exactly. So I hit it. I hit the rock, it looks like. So let's go back up. Up this way. Yeah. Okay. Let's go up here. And little Kalinago head here, just to show us that something's here. Adding to the Steam wishlist right fucking now. That's right. Don't forget, link below the video. If anybody hasn't added this to their Steam wishlist, they can do it. They can do so. And that helps me. That helps out Steam. It helps out you, because you can know when the game's ready. Anyway. And, oh, what's this? What's this? We got a stamina boost. We got a stamina boost. I need an icon for that. I haven't made one yet, but we'll get to there. We'll get to the stamina boost. But anyway, thank you, Joao. Okay, so... Ouch. I fell off there. Okay, sorry. Anyway. What was I gonna do? I need to keep doing animations for the, we need to do more animations for the octopus. Let's get the, music going. Alright, Blender, where you at? Octopus upline. You know, actually, instead of doing that, why don't we start giving him, like, some kind of texture? If I were to make T3 myself in Blender, would you consider adding him to the game? I said I wasn't gonna respond to that. Anyway. I'm gonna go into... We're gonna start UV unwrapping him. So, this is gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna go UV editing. So I'm gonna start painting him. And, I'm gonna make each tentacle mark seam. Oh, this should be... Why is that not shading smooth? Do I have to... Shade smooth? Why is... That's interesting why there's a weird discontinuity there. Is there a internal face or something? It's like a sharp edge where there's not supposed to be. What's the, can I look at... I'm wondering if that is like reversed or some shit. So face orientation. Aha, yes. So I'm gonna take this guy. Face. Mesh normals. Flip. Okay, cool. Anyway, we're trying to UV unwrap this guy. So I'm gonna take this. So I'm gonna make all the tentacles actually overlap because they're kind of all the same. So they're gonna overlap each other in UV space. So what happens if I UV unwrap this? Oh, didn't mean to do that. UV unwrap. Okay, so we need some more seams. So I'm gonna go along this side here. Mark seam. And we're gonna do this all very, hopefully identically. UV unwrap. Okay, so we're starting to get something here. I'm wondering if instead of putting the seam here, I should put it in here. I don't know. I haven't decided. I'll keep... Because what happens if I do that? How does this guy unwrap? Okay, that's not bad, actually. That's not bad. Yeah, I kind of like that. So I'm gonna put the seam on that side. Yeah, like that. So now UV unwrap. Okay, so that looks like that's got a seam there that's not supposed to have. Did I accidentally go too far on that? I'm gonna go... Oh, yeah, so there is a... yeah, I don't need that guy. Clear seam. Go back, unwrap it all again. Okay, cool. So, basically, I want these guys all to basically overlap at some point. So, I am gonna go, let's go back to, we need to reset that playlist here. Yeah. Okay, so how we're doing? How we doing here on the stream here? Yeah, okay. I think I need to tweak some of the positioning here, actually, but let's just... Can I do this in a rotationally symmetric way? I guess I will have to just, and then I'm gonna go around 3D cursor. Yeah. Where is the 3D cursor? Yes, cursor to world origin. Let's do that. Sorry, I'm just gonna tweak some of these vertex positions here. Like, make them more round. Like that. That's better. And then... So, can I take this guy? Can go in my RMUV. Boxify? That doesn't quite look right. Anyway, we're gonna make this kind of like a grid. So, I'm gonna take that guy. I'm gonna align auto. Align auto. Align auto. We're making the UVs into like a vague grid so that we can like overlap them. I really wish I could still be using the array modifier, but I can't figure out how I would use that and keep them all connected to everything. But it's okay. I guess I'm just gonna do one, and then I'll do all the crazy stuff off stream probably, because it's gonna be annoying. So that's not looking bad. That's not looking bad. Okay, so we can start now. I'm gonna create a new texture. I'm gonna make it a high res because we're gonna. This is our paint texture. I'm gonna make this called paint, and it's gonna be 4096 by 4096. So this is gonna be way higher than I actually want this guy to be. Okay. Then we can. Oh, did I not create it? Create. Paint. I didn't actually click new image. 4096 by 4096. If anybody was wondering why I did 496, because it's the power of 2. You know, it's just generally better to have textures be power of 2 for reasons, a lot of reasons actually. Okay, cool. So I need to now make this, these guys kind of aligned to each other. We want to like kind of make everything in grid because it's easier to deal with that way. So now I'm gonna turn on vertex snapping, and we're just gonna, now we can snap all these things together so they follow the same grid. Yeah. Is that correct? Yeah, that's right. So these now share the same texture coordinates, basically. So now, I'm just gonna make sure that these snap down together. And almost done. Just at the bottom here now. So these now completely overlap. So now, I'm just going to scale it up so it takes up more UV space because that's the one we want. Going to go ahead, go to the material. Going to go with shading. I'm going to go ahead and sample sample this color, which is this. Copy that. You're gonna go and add the texture, image texture, paint. So you can see that it's black, but we're gonna go in texture paint. Now we're gonna paint in that color on the... Okay, so you can see now these are linked. So because they share the same UV states, when I paint on one, it paints on all of them, right? But right now I'm just gonna start with painting the entire thing orange, because I think that it's lagging out. Okay. I can't apparently make the thing any bigger than that, but that's fine. We're just going to make the entire texture orange. And then we can start doing, like, little, like, dots and things like that. I'm going to make a high poly version of this eventually, I guess, and then we'll bake it down. But, like, for now, I'm just going to start painting in, like, a... Yes, I do want to save the modified image. Actually, I'm going to save it as a, in the source model octopus. Save paint.png. Yes. Okay, so now I can start doing... Bring that down. Let's go look back at our octopus reference image. This guy. So as you can see, he is orange, but he's got kind of like a white underneath there, right? So I'm gonna go, I guess, more like a, maybe a little bit of blue in there too as well. Yeah, like that, I think. So I'm gonna make that bring the strength way down. But now you can see we can do like a in the bottom. So there's a little bit of a it's kind of getting cut off weirdly by the paint, which is sometimes an unfortunate thing. So we need to bring our size down a little bit. And then in here we can start doing like a... You actually know what? I think I can get away with doing even less texture work. Maybe not. Maybe not, actually. Let's just continue with what we have. Because I was thinking maybe I could mirror it that way as well, but, you know, that's maybe a little bit... Maybe that's a little bit too much, you know? So yeah, that's like a little bit of a different texture on the bottom. Because that's... I mean, I know they're going to have like little suckers or whatever. But we'll implement that later. Alright. How's chat doing? Oh, it is 1 o'clock, so technically I've gone over, but I'm going to go a little bit longer. I'm going to go a little bit longer because, yeah. But as I'm working, do not forget that you can like and subscribe, wishlist the game, and join the Discord. And also, if you're interested in what I do and you think I deserve a tip, there is a link to Ko-Fi where you can give me a small donation, $2, $5, or $10 if you sort of found anything I was doing useful in any way. No pressure though, you don't have to do that. Yeah, you can... Once again, this is the only job that I do. Okay, so save that. I'm gonna finish doing the unwrapping. I'm gonna go back and yeah, I did. I thought I saved it. Image save. I guess because it's a bbig file. Okay, we're gonna go back into edit mode. And we're gonna finish doing the UV editing. Yeah. I guess we gotta be in UV editing. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna make it sort of match up with this guy here. All right. One second. Yeah, there we go. And then we can move it to the side. And we can then match these guys up as well. Just so we can get like a good duplicated section. And these guys go up here. And then simply put one on top of the other, and they should match up perfectly. And so now you got, there's only one more section that needs to be matched, and then it'll work. And then I'm gonna take also this guy has gotta, this guy's gotta move. You got to move, you got to move. Okay, so align auto. Align auto. Just get this all set up. That'll be like there. Yeah. Finally this section again. Align auto. Align auto. Then we can do the verticals. Just snap. And it'll be all matched up. I wish there was like a nicer way to, I mean, there probably is a nicer way to do this. I just don't know about it. But it is working. Almost done. Okay, so something's not right here. Okay, so this guy needs to be matched up here, and now perfect symmetry. And now I can start doing a actually, you know what? Can I just do, because this is probably gonna be symmetric as well. I'm gonna do edge, subdivide, then I could cut all these guys in this way. I know they're triangles, but let's do UV face triangulate, or triangulate, yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I guess because, okay, well, we don't need this guy. That's an extra guy that we don't need. Okay, so then I can now take this UV. Can I oh, I can take both of these. Just take this guy. I want to move. Here's what I can do. V. Just separate all of these pie slices out. Where does this guy connect to? Because I want to have these two just actually Basically, I want to... Can I do that? Is that the same? So now if I do M by distance, it is. Okay, perfect. It's part of the same unit. Now, I guess we're gonna do... We're gonna move all the centerpieces this way. And then we can, hopefully that's correct. Otherwise, I might need to, move things around a bit. Some of these are probably reversed or something. So now I'm gonna do M by distance. And now, if I go back to texture paint, what happens if I paint in here? It does exactly get duplicated, which is perfect. And then I can... Oh, I think some of them are reversed. Yes. But it's okay. We'll figure that out later. Okay. And then there's gonna be like a weird thing in the middle, I guess. I'm gonna have to look into that. I guess there's like a beak or something. Like there's like a mouth or... I don't know. That's where it spits out its ink or something. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert on octopi. So. And it's cool because we've saved a little bit of UV space here, which is good. So now, go back to object mode. I can... yeah, we're like a little bit more detailed. So I'm going to go ahead and export this guy. How are we doing for viewers? Oh, so people are still watching. Okay. People are still watching. That's fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and re-export this as a... I need to save the image. We're gonna do octopus, also paint.png, but we're gonna fix some stuff later, but this is fine for now. Okay, so now I can export this back again to my GLTF, and hopefully he will have a texture when I get back in the game. Bye? Are we... What's going on? Oh, you're heading out. Okay. All right. See ya. I thought my stream cut out for a second. But anyway, thanks for coming. Glad to see everybody here. But yeah, we're still going. We're still going for a little bit. All right. How's our octopus here? Octopus. He's gonna take a while to load in his texture, but because he's still doing the smack for walking, but he needs like a... Okay, here we go. There we go. There's his texture. Oh, I need to select the guy. But yeah, I think we've... I don't know why he's like being all crazy. Like, is he chasing me or not? His chase behavior. He's chasing me, it sounds like. It looks like he's chasing. What's the max chase distance? Okay, that's fine. We're within it. His path's crowd path. Attack conditions. He's not following the path. I like Octopi a lot. I like him too. I like this guy a lot. He needs a name. I'll figure that out later. So, I wonder if it's, what's his turn speed? Goofy looking goober. He is a goofy looking goober, but I think he's good goofy looking. Alright. To lower the turn speed. I don't know why he's so weirdly operating. What's the parameters for the crab? Body height is 0.2. Okay. Walk speed, turn speed is 4. I think that's all good. I'm wondering if it's this guy. What happens if I would do that 0.2? Okay, he is chasing me. But who's he chasing now? What if he can't turn fast enough? Or maybe it's his eyesight. Yeah, no, it's far enough. It looks far enough, actually. Let's look at the enemy AI. Okay, so okay, that's about right. That's exactly what I expect. Attack radius 1.2. It's close, but his respawn is 50. He's chasing, but is he chasing me? He seems to like want to chase me, and then he doesn't know what he's doing. What's his character state? Sprinting. That's fine. He's not locked on. He doesn't have any of these guys checked. Can attack while swimming. I mean, I guess he should be able to attack while swimming, so let's turn that on. So, yeah, he's chasing, but who's he chasing? I need to, I'm gonna go ahead and quit out of here. And then I'm gonna add some more info to this enemy chase behavior thing. So we're gonna go into editor.cvp. We're gonna find enemy chase. And I'm gonna add a little entity select for target. Just so we can see that he actually has the target that I think he has. So AI dot target? Yeah. So that's just gonna let us know. Just gonna pour myself some more yerba. We're gonna all right, what's the so yeah, that's gonna tell us basically. Oh, my bad. This should not be a path. What happens here if I don't? I made a mistake. This should be... I don't know why these are all paths. That's all wrong. This is some incorrect code. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, but... Is that going to work if I just do no template? Do I have... I think I have the overload for that. No. Oh, I see. I think I just need to remove... Ooh, I see. I'm gonna undo that. We're gonna leave it at a path, even though that's weird and incorrect. So, where is my man Octopus? Goofy Octopus. Okay, so follow path, which is fine, but we're gonna aggro him. Aggro. Okay. Great. Okay, he's trying to attack us, but for some reason he can't hit us. So, enemy chase behavior, that's fine. He's targeting the player. That's exactly what we want. Okay, but now who's he targeting? Still the player. But he's not moving towards us. Let me look at the navigation paths. You show nav mesh. Okay, so he's got a path. Why is it... It's going along here, view. Okay, so he has a... Show wireframe? He is eventually coming... What the hell is he doing? He's got a path that's supposed to go to the player, but he's not seeming to follow it. Maybe he's repathing too often? Why would that be? I mean, it's probably not showing up on YouTube very well, but there is a line that shows, see this guy? Because here, it's supposed to go from him to the player. Which makes total sense. But, he then kind of, like, gives up on it? But the crabs don't seem to have that problem. Why would he? Why would he? Yeah, it's just like, I need to make the line thicker, but, you know, that's not really a priority right now. Shape? Is it maybe because he's a cylinder? And the cylinder's like kind of weird shape. So this, yeah, there's this line that goes here. Probably can't be seen at all, but it is there. Maybe if I go back to, yeah, he lost it. I'm wondering, it seems to be, oh. Okay, this is wild. Okay, I think I know. Collision group characters. I think he's breaking the nav mesh with his very presence. Okay. There we go, we fixed it. So the problem is, he wasn't in the character group, which means he was acting like an obstacle. Basically, any object is gonna make a hole in the nav mesh, right? But the thing is, I ignore characters, but he wasn't tagged as being a character in the collision group sense. So I just needed to change his collision group to characters, and then that fixed that issue. So, that, now he's all good. Now he's following us just... All of the enemies are just sea creatures, I feel like. That's funny. Anyway. Why can't he attack me? Maybe his, default attack? I guess we didn't save that. I'm gonna set his, default attack. Yes, 1.2. Gonna save prefab. Why can't... He's not hitting me. He's not hitting me, why? He is attacking. Oh no, he's just sprinting. So I need to set the enemy AI controller's attack radius to... damage type equals... that's not... no type doesn't actually mean it does no damage. It just means the damage doesn't have a type. If that makes sense. It means, like, it basically won't count for, like, certain effects and stuff like that. Like, I could save it... I set it to bludgeoning, but, like, that won't actually... I don't think that's the problem. Yeah. What do I have set here? I forget how to use my own tools all the time. It's funny. I I think he's actually not... It looks like he's going into the attack state because he's playing the attack animation. But I think that's just incorrect. Because it says his state is sprinting. So I need to set his... default attack range is 1.2. The attack radius... 1.3? What happens there? 1.5? He's not going into attack mode. 2. It was working before. 1.0. Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know. I guess that's fixed. Let's save prefab. Okay, we're getting double teamed by a crab and an octopus. Very ASO type. We're having this weird problem where they like kind of... This is the problem with the crab, and it's gonna be a problem with an octopus too, because they kind of are gonna want to flip over. But anyway, I'm really happy with what we've achieved today. And with that, it is now 1:30. I've been streaming for long enough. I need to take a break, but I do want to thank everybody for coming. This was a good stream. We got a lot done. We like straight up like built a octopus in we built up a octopus in like an hour, which I'm really happy about. And I think it was a real success. So, before I leave, we're gonna get attacked by all these guys. I want to let you guys know that you can, in fact, you are in fact allowed to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And that will hopefully YouTube will eventually let you know when there's a video. I don't know. It's YouTube. But Blender Speedrun does go burr, I think. I'm going to retitle this Blender Speedrun. Maybe I'll edit this video. But anyway, what was I going to say? If you actually want to get notified about the videos, and you don't want to rely on YouTube to do that, you can join the Discord, go to the Get Rolls channel, and click live stream notifications. Then Discord will notify you when a new live stream is available. When I'm about to go live. Which is super handy. Anyway, so join the Discord if you're interested. And hit that live stream notifications thing. And also, we'll have some like clips and stuff like that I'll upload. But with that, I'll be back on Saturday. I'll be back Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I guess Eastern Daylight Time. I'm not sure. 2 p.m. Toronto time, which is where I live. 2 p.m. in the city of Toronto. You guys can tune in then, and I will see you guys then. Have a good day. Have a good week.